All right, y'all know it ain't sauce without no technical difficulty. We getting it together back here. Y'all just hold on, man. We gonna be live. We gonna drip some sauce. We gonna talk about them Jags fans smoking crack, cause they are dilute. Look, we gonna have to get some pipe emojis in the chat, cause them Jag fans need some rehab. Them boys been tripping. Edwin, what's the motherfucking deal, man? Good to see. Shout out to my boy Edwin, man. He gotta get you back in the den. We've been acting up in there too, man. But it's good to see. I hope all is good with you, big dog. Like I said, y'all just give me just a second. And we trying to get it all together, man. We trying to get it all together. Give me just a minute. Yeah, I saw that boy with the Namaste, man. Shout out to Singleton. Like, that's what I like about these young techs. They paying homage to the old school. Like, it ain't no, it's they doing their own thing, but it still ties to the old. And that's what I was talking about with the city. Like, the city always show love to Houston is a different type of city. Y'all hold on one second. I'm trying to get this camera shit acting right. We're gonna be live, I promise y'all. Just don't get stale. Just remain fresh. Your fresh ingredients. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Players be player, right? Players fuck up, so players got to tighten up, right? We all some players. At least one point in time in our lives, we all been some players. You know what I'm saying? So y'all got to understand, man. Just work with your boy. Hold on. We almost ready. Give me about 32 seconds. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna be ready to rock. Shout out to Brian Cashman. Brian Cashman might be one of the realest niggas on this team, man. Like, just I fuck with Brian Cashman. Just nothing else to say about that. All right. Okay, there we go. Shit, he went, where you at? Hold on, I'm trying to get all this together. There we go. We're gonna do like so. I gotta understand I'm doing some janky shit, but y'all just fuck with me. Y'all know I gotta operate live, you know what I'm saying? Shit, if it ain't fucked up, it ain't the sauce. Let me do this little thing right here, and then we're gonna be ready to rock, y'all. I'll be forgetting the shit. I'm a little rusty. I'm a little rusty with my skills, but I got them. I still got them. Don't trip. I still got them. Let's take that. What's up, Ray? King Foker, what's good? Randall Looker. Y'all go ahead and drop that Sauce Nation roll call in the chat, man, while I'm getting this together so we can get them shout outs going, man. We're going to do that. We're going to talk some shit. It's just Thanksgiving. I hope y'all all having a happy Thanksgiving so far. I hope everybody is doing well. I think that looks ideal. So we're going to make it rock like that. All right. I'm going to throw the countdown on y'all one more time, and then we're going to get ready to rock this thing, man. Man, look, I got no control over that. That's another conversation. All right. Let that rock out real quick, and then we're going to be ready to go. I promise y'all. We're going to be live after this little 2-minute countdown. I got to give me some tissue and something to drink. Now give me a second. This should be. I think I got a double. Yeah, that's why I got a double duty. It does that weird ass shit. It makes it super bad. All right, so there we go. I had to adjust the fucking camera. I really need to take that off because it's gonna kind of make some shit a little weird. But whatever, right? Whatever. Who gives a fuck, right? We just gonna do what the fuck we doing right now. Shout out to all y'all, man. Make sure we get that Sauce Nation roll call in the chat. I hope everybody is doing good. I got somebody rocking with me today that y'all may ain't seen in a minute, but we in it. Shout out to the Swisher, man. Let's see. Oh, hey, my bad. I hit you with the Roman, man. I had you muted, man. Shout out to the Swisher, man. What's going down, Swisher, man? Anything you want to say to the people? It's been a minute since you've been in it. How you feeling?
Oh, man. In Stroud, I trust. Shit, it's great to be back. Fuck the Jags and everything that they stand for. Our team and organization and the motherfucking crew. Fuck them.
Yeah, I'm with it. Hit them up. Man, we got a lot to talk about, Sauce Nation, man. Look, hey, first, shout out. You know, I used to get annoyed. Y'all gotta pardon me, man. It's cold. I don't do cold. I'm a tropical nigga. I used to get annoyed, right? Because this shit we've been doing in the Sauce for years now, probably going on 5-6 years, and maybe plus or minus the years and time that has been off. And you see a lot of this shit popping up now, and it's like I'm annoyed, but you know what? I'm not even annoyed. It's just I'm not even mad about it. Because it's like, I won't even say it's imitation. It's like if people are just now, let's just say these are original ideas. These are original roundtables like they didn't know about something. I'm not even mad about the shit. It just shows how further ahead that we've been thinking over here compared to everybody else, right? And honestly, like, have not maximized, not even, I've been telling y'all for years, have not maximized the potential, right? And part of that was on me. Other things going on. It is what it is. But there's a lot going on now, right? You see, there's an AFC South roundtable now, right? Right? And I tell y'all, if y'all like it, go check it out, right? Tell me what you think. There's, we was going for a little bit. There was another Houston round. Like, and the roundtable is not an original concept, right? Like, to have a roundtable about anything is not necessarily an original. I'm not, I'm the first person, I'm King Arthur in the Knights of the Round Table. No, I'm not saying that. But y'all wasn't doing it in a Houston sports way. Y'all wasn't doing it in a sports way. I remember we had a round table. I remember when we played Dallas a few years back with some Dallas niggas. They came up with a round table after the sauce. Like, you know, at the point, it's like, because I can't run and tell everybody, all right, we started this first. It doesn't matter, right? It really don't matter. We just do it better than everybody else, right? So we appreciate it. We know that we were the inspiration for the idea. We just do it better than everybody else.
Imitation is flat.
Yeah, imitation is the highest form of flattery, right? And so, like, you know me, I really don't be going in too much. I really just be to myself. But this is just a lot. Like, I'm getting too old. I'm on old man time. Like, I want the old people respect. Like the 70, 80-year-old people respect where they can just say whatever the fuck they want. People just let them slide. But, like, I'm going to say whatever the fuck I want. You ain't got to let me slide. We can fight about it. But it's whatever. You know, you too old to be like, I don't give a fuck. You know, it is what it is. Like, the sauce is a different mentality, right? I tweeted some shit the other day. Maybe y'all have, maybe y'all haven't. There's been multiple occasions where I've been about to come to blows for the Texans, like over some shit. It's just I have these principles, right? Especially like sports, right? So say you like out in public, and I know we're going on a rant, we're talking about a bunch of shit. We're gonna get into the Texans, we're gonna get into the lag wars. You know, they've been lacking. And again, you know, it is what it is. Oh, and it's I know some folks might not like it. You know, I got some partners that's probably gonna say something about me if they see it, but we big B's this Sunday. You know, it ain't the normal thing. It ain't the normal thing. We I already know. Somebody go hit me up after this stream. What the fuck you said, honcho? We big B's this Saturday. We big blood, baby. You know, that's we it is what it is for one day. One day, you know, what my game said, one blood. You know, for one day. But now getting back to it, dog, it's just like, you know, I just like I don't want to say I'm addressing nothing. Ain't really no rumors, nothing to address. But, you know, as I've been gone, been back, I hear things. I let a lot of that shit slide. I don't really care. Thoughts on the AFC South roundtable? I put it to you like this, right? I put it to you like this. I like my sports conversation like I like my friends, right? If I don't think that I would like fuck with you on a regular, like I wouldn't want to talk sports with you, right? I've said this, I kind of have like these, and I'm not saying like anybody who's never played sports can't talk about them, but if you've never had athletic experience on anybody's, if you've never been a contributor to anybody's organized team, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's harder for me to value your opinion unless there's some sense behind it, because a lot of motherfuckers come with who've never played any kind of sports. They watch it. They come with these weird theories, right? And they come with this weird agenda, and generally it's not an original thought. It's just kind of pushing what people want, right? And it's all we've been the bad guys forever, right? We've been the bad guy. Like, we was here through the tough time. Motherfuckers wasn't disappearing. People, you disappeared. Like, we put in work when nobody was here, right? And I'm not saying, I don't even consider myself like an OG Texan tuber. And let's also talk about Texans tuber. Everybody who talks about Texans on YouTube is not a Texans tuber, right? Texans tuber is a moniker started by the Sauce. So I'm talking Tinny, I'm talking Ray, I'm talking Spitz. There's many who came before. So when I talk about the Sauce, I'm talking about everybody, right? But I also acknowledge those who really laid that foundation, right? Shout out to Sticky, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't have no hate to anybody who, whatever, but it's just people doing some weird shit. It's not something I necessarily probably would get into, but like I said, all I watch is the Sauce, or fuck with is the Sauce. So if it ain't the round table opinion, it ain't Sauce Nation opinion, if we ain't chopping up, because I know y'all go to bat behind y'all's opinions. A lot of these dudes, you put a little pressure on them about that, but they'll switch it up on them. Like, oh, well, and they'll flip-flop. So I'm not knocking it.
Real fickle.
Yeah, I wish much success to anybody doing whatever they're doing. But there's only one round table I'm watching, and if my sports conversation is gonna come from the Sauce community. Like, I don't watch First Take, I don't watch none of these shows. Like, if I get anything, I want it from, I get the facts, but I don't value anybody else's opinion. Like, unless you're a real Texans fan, then your opinion matters, right? Because we've been suffering through this. Like, oh, just because you showed up recently and CJ Stroud's good, oh yeah, Texans. I don't give a fuck about your opinion. I don't give a fuck about they brought you out from New York. You was a Jets fan and they gave you a channel till you started talking to them. I can't fuck with that whack shit. And I'm just being real. And so they people get mad at how we approach shit. Well, you can't do this because I'm a fan. I'm not trying to be a sportscaster, never trying to be no fucking journalist. People talk about that issue with the little thing we had going on. I don't care about that at all. Like, that wasn't ever gonna make or break. Like, and so people say things, but none of these people have ever spoke to me about, I hear little whispers and murmurs in corners. Ain't none of these people that you've heard say this, that, or the third ever said shit to me. Or these people say, oh, I heard this and this, that. None of those people ever talked to me, and the shit that they're saying ain't never went through me. So I don't know where people hear shit and say shit. That's cool. But I'm a real open book. Everybody knows. You can talk to me. I'll talk to you about anything. I'll be straightforward with you. Ain't nothing to hide. Ain't nothing to fucking, to misconstrue. So just putting that out there. All right. Now let's get into it. Right out there talking shit. World Burn. Yeah, the Jaguars fans, man. And happy Thanksgiving to everybody, right?
What up, Ray?
Happy Thanksgiving to everybody, right? You can't, right? And that's the thing. It can't be replicated. And the reason why we can't replicate is because of y'all. Like, it's not in the round table. We can sit and chop it up with each other all day. We'll have a great conversation. It'll be fun. We'll enjoy ourselves. You know what I'm saying? But it's about y'all, right? We fuck with y'all. Like, the sauce, the ingredients. Y'all make this conversation what the fuck it is. So, like I said yesterday on the Twitter, the sauce is not necessarily about sports talk. It's Houston plus sports, because it's a lot of the city in this thing. You know what I'm saying? But we talk sports too, and I like it now because you see the Texans took the advice and they went they've embraced the city a little bit more than I realized. Like, whoever doing the social media, shout out to whoever's running the social media at the Texans now, right?
Yeah. Whoever on their social media team, bro, I love the pettiness. Keep that shit going. Nah. That shit funny in the motherfucker. Yeah. I'm down with the petty. Hell yeah, let's go.
Already. J Boogie say Trinity Guards in the building. Already. The Stroud boys, not the Proud boys. Ready Man Cave Sports, what's the motherfucking deal? I see Fofo Big Teddy, Charles Montgomery, Slum in the building. Let me see Jimmy Vera. Let me see Josh Cooper. Nails, what's the motherfucking deal? Ray. The Prophet Ray in the building. Roman, what's up, Roman? What's the motherfucking deal? Let me see. Houston, Texas Talk, what's the motherfucking deal? Let's see. What else? Who I missed? If I miss you, I ain't this. Justin, what's the motherfucking deal? Happy Thanksgiving to you, brother. Let's see. Look. I see all this happy Thanksgiving. I ain't seeing no plates. When y'all look, y'all can look. I don't know if I put the address in there. Y'all can mail it to the business address. Look, overnight the plate. You just put that hoe in some Tupperware. I ain't gonna tell you what. I don't want y'all to come to my house trying to Bringing up motherfucker. Y'all, some of y'all weird. Anyway, but now shout out happy Thanksgiving to all y'all. I hope that y'all are enjoying time with your family. Y'all like family to me. The round table like family to me. So getting to kick it with y'all on this day is a beautiful thing, man. So a couple of things before we really start diving into it. I know y'all been fucking with the morning sauce a little bit. I know it's been kind of off. Well, that was a temporary thing because my schedule has gotten moved back to where I'm going to be working days. So sauce will be back at the regular scheduled time at 7 o'clock, and it's going to be beautiful because I have time to do the things I need to do. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, hell yeah. I like the Perryman. Let's get into it. All right, yeah, pardon me, because like I said, I've been
let's talk about it.
I've been stuffy.
And let's also talk about something else that could possibly be in play. I'm glad they mentioned Perryman and Blake Cashman.
Yeah,
something else we could talk about too.
Yeah, let's talk about it. Let's start with that, right? Because there's plenty to talk about. There's a lot of shit we haven't had to address. We really ain't addressed shit since the last game. Let's talk about the Perryman suspension, right? It could be a gift and a curse, you know. And I hate to put it like that. I'm not knocking Perryman or anything, but I fuck with Blake. When Cashman is on the field, you know he's on the field because he's everywhere.
Right.
He's involved in everything. He's making fucking plays, and it's like, I'm not gonna call him. I'm not gonna say he's the Kush. I'm not gonna go that far, but he gives you that Kush energy, right? He gives you that vibe. You know what I'm saying? What y'all call the crazy white boy, CWB. You gotta have one, dog. You gotta have one. Hey, look. I think Cashman might be a little more player than y'all giving him credit for. You know what I'm saying? I'm an observer. I'm a watcher. I think Cashman gets a little more player than y'all want to give him credit for, babe. But like I said, the Texans been poaching the social media team from the Dynamo. That makes sense. That makes a lot of fucking sense. That makes extreme fucking sense if that is the case. Because whoever they used to have, like the old Texans, I used to talk about it, that shit used to be terrible. Hey guys, what's your shoe size? They're like, what? Get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, I've been fucking with it. The Roll Candy Red, you know what I'm saying? Like, they've been definitely, there's somebody who tapped in. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely somebody from the city. Whoever they got on there, you can't be an out-of-towner, a non-Houston native, and be posting the way that they're posting. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think we need all the Shaqs. Yeah, Cashman, that's what I'm saying. Like, I fuck with Cashman. So that's one thing, right? And kind of, you know, when I ask questions up here, the question for y'all in the chat too, so I definitely want to hear y'all answer. I'll try to catch some of y'all answers. But talk to the Swisher, man. Like, we talking about it, Perryman and Cashman. When Perryman is back active, like, what do you think should happen in that situation, man?
With the way Blake has been playing, you can't disturb the flow. Like, also Christian Harris has also been playing nice next to Blake Cashman. So those two in tandem, having those young linebackers out there with that juice and that speed to actually cover guys and get to certain areas of the field and run with guys, it is paying huge dividends. And don't get me wrong, Perryman is a solid thumper in the run game, but what good is being a good run stopper if you're getting torched on second and long or second and medium or third and long? Yeah. Like, you become a liability at that point, and that's not a good means of sustainable success going forward. Because whether we want to acknowledge, whether certain people want to acknowledge it or not, I'm glad that some outlets are coming around to see that we are going to be a playoff team. But with the playoffs coming around, those kind of things matter. Those little fine details matter. And if you become a liability, teams will exploit that. And that's the last thing you want to deal with as a defensive coordinator and DeMeco Ryans is having somebody as a liability out there on the field.
So, like, right now, just talking about the defense, who do you feel like is the biggest liability on that starting defense?
Right now, that's an interesting question. That's a real interesting question. They're playing with Perryman going out. They're playing a lot better as a collective unit. So, I mean, like I said, it's real hard to pinpoint just like where the holes really are, because, like I said, the swarm mentality that DeMeco has brought on, like, you're seeing it. So it's kind of hard to, I mean, like I said, ever since Perryman went out, you I mean, I hate saying it like this because he got suspended, but he was kind of the liability. And as he's been gone, the defense has played a little better. And you got to be playing better at this time of year. So I would say him.
You feel like that right now that start, if he's active, that Perriman might be the biggest liability on that?
I mean, I know you said, guys who are starting or whatnot. And that's why I say, right now, because the defense is playing so well, like literally at all three levels, the D-line has played well. You go back to that game, the Bengals game, where Sheldon Rankins had 3 sacks. You go to last week's game where the linebackers, they came up clutch, on certain plays. But then you also go to the back end with Steven Nelson ending the game with a pass deflection. Yeah. So, I mean, right now, that swarm mentality that D'Amico is, infused with this team, you're seeing it play out. So, like I said, to honestly answer that question, I mean, it's hard to, really just single out any one guy because all three levels are swarming.
Okay. I respect that. It is. And that's kind of why I asked, because I feel like even for me, it's difficult to answer that question because I think everybody contributes in their own right. It's hard to, like you say, single out a single person. They are playing with that team mentality. They are playing with that team aggressiveness. Like, it doesn't seem shout out to Fofo Big T. Say no name tight ends and Pyramid don't mix. I will agree with you on that one. But, it's just like a situation where it's hard to find fault. Yes, there are weaknesses in this defense. There are things that definitely need to be tightened up. But with the way they're playing, it's hard to find fault, too much blame to be too negative about it when you're getting the wins. But there are always things you need to look for. You need to look for the same shit in the wins that you look for in the losses, right? And so that, that has to be acknowledged. We're feeling good. We're riding high because, we've been able to overcome certain things. But when those things pop up and cause those losses, then it becomes a big red flag. And I did tell y'all when I was in the Twitters, right? And I don't really be on the Twitter. I don't really give a fuck about Twitter like that. I was on the Twitter. I said, when the Texans go to playoffs, man, we're gonna have a pull up show. I'm pulling up, baby. It's been a minute, but I'm pulling up for the city. We're gonna have us a playoff pull up stream, and it's gonna be terrible. So I hope y'all are there if we get there. But let's get to it. Let's talk about the real conversation, right? So we got the Jags coming up this week, and boy, these Jags fans been talking. Jags fans ride the short bus, bro.
The lags.
Like, the Jags fans really ride the short bus, bro, because they smelling themselves. They having a couple of little good seasons when the rest of the division ain't really been on it. You know what I'm saying? They T-Law ain't never been the truth. You know what I'm saying? He's barely honest. If you want to talk, he's not close to the truth. But oh shit, hey, look.
This is what they've been sipping too much of.
Man, I'm afraid of that. Get that away from me, bro.
They going a little bit too far, and they acting like they that drunk uncle at the party.
Bro, you done brought back some bad flashbacks of my youth. you done brought back some bad flashbacks, some bad memories. Look, I know what Podina used to say. I ball with Paul. That's my bro and my boss, man. Y'all kiss out, but man, look, I can't fuck with Paul, my son, dog. Man, look, I ain't had nightmares in years, but you saw that, man. Look, man, look, I'm just saying what they say, friends in low places or some shit. Man, look, I'd have been that friend in low places, fuck with that Paul. Bro, that Paul and that Christian brother. Christian brothers are not Christian. They some fucking sinners. But that shit will have you on your ass. But that Brown will put you down, dog. I can't fuck with it. Oh, I ain't fuck with no Paul Masson since I was probably in my early 20s. I made a big mistake. And I ain't touched that shit since then, right? So it is what it is, man. I got a part, man. I'm hiding, so I'm trying to sweat this bullshit out. So yeah, shout out AB. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Jag fans, it's not that, and I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. It's not that the Jags got a short attention span. When you're on top and you know that you're on a fragile foundation, and it's like the bad guys in the movie, right? Like you feel safe, you running, you trying to get away, but eventually, you finna get walked down. You're trying to get hope, but the walls are closing in on you. Mike gonna get you. He gonna move slow. He gonna take his time. but he gonna get you. You know what I mean? So right now the Jags are taking this opportunity while they're in the position they're in to be able to talk shit because they know after this week they can't say shit. They know that after this season they won't be able to say shit. They'll be talking come on, man. Trevor Lawrence
back in the basement.
Yeah, where they belong, bro. I don't know, man. The Jags are just they get their little run every now and but again, it's always when the rest of the division is just terrible, right? It's not like I don't want to be a hater. No, Jags, I'm gonna give it to them. What was that? What year was that? When they had that defense, but we told y'all even with that they swore they was gonna keep them. Well, we got it. We gonna be this. We keeping Ramsey and what's his name and all. Motherfucker, y'all fighting on the fucking side like y'all didn't have no control over your organization. Y'all didn't have no control over players. Niggas choking each other, fighting on the fucking sidelines, hating. It was a bunch of selfish individual ass players like, and that shit was y'all rented some mercenaries for a couple of years and then that shit exploded, right? What we got is a real fucking team. Right, like what we have is a real squad, and this is homegrown.
Do it right, do it left, do it right, do it.
Appreciate the love, every Baptiste with the super chat love. So we're gonna pull up together, fam. For bet that. I'm gonna where we go. I ain't gonna say I ain't gonna pull no 7. I'll be dead. We're gonna pull I don't know about a 4 either. Look, it's been a long time. Y'all gonna be a nigga be leading. I'll be looking like the old Kush then. This nigga honcho didn't relapsed. But man, two toes. I fuck with 2 toes, man. But here's the thing, right? We bet we out on chops. But like the thing about the Jags, again, I get it. When you're not used to having good things, when you're not used to having nice things, you don't have to act like that's like niggas when they first get some money. You don't know that's what the Jags feeling like right now. They feel like they're in a good position. There people talk, but they know that this shit is short lived, so they trying to run their mouth as much as they can. And when the shit is all said and done, we won't hear from them motherfuckers ever again, bro. They gonna go back in the basement where they belong. We gonna put the little lock on. We gonna close the little shit. Not the one in the basement in the house, the one on the outside where you got to go outside and go and you got to open the little thing and go down in there. We're going to close that. We're going to put the lock back on and put them back where they belong in the bottom, in the basement. Bro. Because the Jags are and always will be sure. Like, I don't understand how you talk trash and we've already beat you. Right?
You feel me? Like, what? At your place.
At your place with a less healthy team. Right? Like, so it's just like, come on, bro. Like, I get it. I get it talking shit because you're feeling yourself. And this is before we even knew the true CJ. Like, and I don't think we still know the true CJ, right? Like, I'm happy that those mistakes happened last game. He was talking about the ball was wet and all that. So I don't even feel like that was all on him. Because you watch the thing when he talked about he threw that to Schultz. He's like, I don't even know how I threw that. But like, it was wet, right? Like, so, I mean, he's throwing passes like that and he's feeling like he's completely inaccurate, like that he was not in control. Like, come on, bro. Like, I mean, it happens. Shit happens. But you played with a lesser CJ, a lesser squad, a team that hadn't quite found its identity, right? Now, and they know they got something to play. Come on, bro. Like, yeah, like, come on. I don't even know exactly. Why are you a Jaguar? If I was a Jacksonville fan, I'd start looking for a new team. I'd start looking for a new team about 3 or 4 years ago. Like, there's a reason the Jags are always in London, right? There's a reason. It's always the Jags, always been the Jags, always will be the Jags until they're permanently over there. Like, and I'm gonna feel real bad because we as Houston fans, we know what it's like when your team ups and leaves and you gotta wait a few years and hope, But unfortunately for Jacksonville, once their team ups and leaves, nobody's gonna replace the team in Jacksonville. Why? Why would you? Like nobody's going to put a team back in Jacksonville. Like once they leave to go to fucking to London permanently. Like why? Why would you? To me, it's not even a valid market to put a team in, right? So it is what it is. Shout out Justin Harris, appreciate the super chat love, man. Say so happy that the sauce is back. Already, man. Look, hey, we just trying to. I'm trying to get it consistent. I know I still been a little inconsistent. Works get all this. Look, I'm gonna start going to bed on time. I'm gonna start, we gonna get it all in order. I fuck with y'all. Jag, just another guy. Jags, just another game, right? Just another game. That's all it is.
Just another game.
Shout out to UCF. I fuck with UCF. But he been talking crazy. He been talking real crazy on the Twitter, man. He been talking real crazy. Talk about this. The Texans. Never in your fucking life, bro. Never name one time the Texans have highlighted.
Do it right, do it left, do it right, do it.
Hey, Name one time the Texans have ever highlighted a Jags game on the schedule. Like, nobody gives a fuck. Like, when you see the Jags on the schedule, we just mark those off as wins and keep pushing. Like, oh, it's Jags. Okay, win. No matter how bad we are, no matter how terrible the team is, we still mark the Jags as fucking wins. Like, nobody gives a fuck about the Jags. Nobody cares, right? I almost forgot we played the Jags this week. I'm ready for the Broncos, but you don't want to look at it.
Real shit. The Jags are that. The Jags. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna say it. The Jags are that motherfucking practice chick that every motherfucker then had. You know what I'm saying? It's like, well, you just gotta try some shit and you see if it works. And ironically, this shit turned out to be a fucking blowout. Like, come on, dog. Y'all got y'all backs blown out by a young goddamn CJ Stroud team. That ass tapping that we gave y'all sparked the run that we on. Let that sink in for a second.
Say my name, bitch.
CJ Stroud, I trust.
You feel me? Like, it's gonna be a spanking, right? There's gonna be a punishment. It's gonna be that for the next decade plus, right? As long as CJ Stroud here, and I feel like the Texans are gonna do everything to accommodate and appease this man, because this is the transition, right? This is the new Texans. This is the CJ Stroud and D'Amico from this point must be simpatico.
Exactly. We didn't even have Stingley that game.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, we were injured. It was a bunch of injuries that game. Like, that was not a full strength Texas squad and still spanked that ass. So, like, what do you expect is going to happen now? Because, like, let's think about it, right? Like, think about it. I already shout out to Killmonger. Say Sunnyside, Belford, and Scott. Already say shout out to the South Side. Shout out to the North Side. Shout out to everybody, wherever you may be. If you in the city, shout out to everybody in the city. If you ain't in the city, get your ass. Get right. Like, you're fucking up. Now, wherever you at, man, we got love for you, man. And CJ stuff. I'm gonna come up with some shit. Still got that though. I'm so behind. Let me tell you how it works. Because I be having too many fucking ideas, and then I start I need to do this, and then I get distracted. So I ain't gonna lie. But we gonna up the emojis in the Discord. Oh, let me tell y'all. I told y'all I was gonna do something in the Discord. So I've been telling y'all I'm gonna change a couple of things up, right? So there will be probably by this afternoon I'll get it started. Or actually maybe just start that on Sunday. There will be a free tier to the Discord if you want to access. You're not going to have a whole lot of privilege, but people be asking, so I am going to activate that. But I will also be doing maybe around noon today, so make sure you're paying attention. I'm going to put a thing on the thing. I'm going to give a couple of trials to the Discord. So maybe like a week trial or something like that. But there will be a limited amount. I ain't going to tell you how many it's going to be, so you make sure you want to be paying attention to the page. When I drop that, I'll probably drop it on the... I'll probably drop it on the gram and on the Twitter and on the YouTube page. So it'll be a limited amount of those. For those who've been wanting to kind of see what's shaking, you definitely can do that, because we're gonna turn up for real this weekend on them lags. So anyway, like I said, so we're talking about a team that, again, you're talking early on, still kind of figuring it out, CJ, and let's not act like even figuring out CJ was bad, but you had not as healthy of a team, and to me, I don't feel like. Excuse me. And y'all can tell me, y'all can point it out, y'all say whatever y'all want to. In what way do you feel like the Jags have improved, since we last played them? Does anybody feel that way? The chat, Swisherman, do you feel like in any way that the Jags have improved since the last time we played them?
Now, I'm going to give credit where credit is due. They've improved from a defensive standpoint. They've definitely gotten better at taking the ball away. On offense, it's hard to say, because I mean they spanked a damn gutless Titans team that ain't playing for shit. So I mean, it's hard to gauge if their offense is really on fire or not. But their defense, I will give them credit for the turnovers that they've been able to accumulate over the last couple of weeks. They pass rushes, yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. I mean, and you better than me, because I ain't giving no motherfucking credit.
I mean, no. You know what I'm saying? And that's just from an observation standpoint. But from a Texans versus Jags standpoint, them whole ass niggas can eat a dick.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You know, and I respect you for being fair and then being real honest with them. You know what I mean? It's just like, and that's my thing. It's just why are y'all so arrogant? Why are Jags fans so arrogant? Right? Because what have y'all really ever done? You know, we need to see, man. That was a long ass time. We ain't talking about this.
Trevor Lawrence couldn't outdo C.J. Stroud. Like, come on, man. Like,
From the very beginning, right?
Come on,
So,
man.
like I said, yeah, it's crazy because there's just like this false hope, this energy, and I know it's a divisional game, and you should never dismiss a divisional game because anything can happen in a divisional game. So you never want to sleep on it, right? And I don't know. I won't say. I think the Texans may be playing for more than the Jags at this point. Like, I think the Jags, I don't want to say they're playing not to lose, because you're already in that position. But I feel like the Texans want it, and they're going to prove they want it. I think it's just a better team. Like, I don't even think it's about want to. I think if the Texans go out there and just play their game, that they'll beat the Jags. Like, I don't think it's really any special considerations, anything out of pocket that you have to do to game plan for the Jags that you didn't do already, right? And again, like I said, you have, regardless of how I feel about Stingley, I said no slander after he got his pick. I let him I extended the no light skin slanders another week after he got the little pick, so I ain't gonna hate on him, right? But I know people wise, wherever wise is wise, wherever you are, tagging me in the damn thing, talking about Sauce in 9 games, no interceptions, Stingley and Fogo. That's because they don't want to test the Sauce. Because they don't want to test Sauce, right?
Hey, I'm sorry, man. Sauce, he's Sauce fraud right now. He's Sauce fraud.
Oh, yeah, I ain't no more, boy. Look, I actually ain't my boy. I told you I had to disown that nigga, man. I can't defend the nigga no more. After the Sexy Red shit, I'm done, dog. Like, I can't rock with no nigga rocking with Sexy Red, bro. Like, not at all. And like, you probably brought this, she probably pregnant when you brought the bitch out. Like, nigga, what's wrong with you, bro? Like, weirdo shit, right? These young niggas weird than the motherfucker, bro. Like, I don't understand. So, Stingley can have it. I mean,
that was the start of the massage guy.
Yeah.
Whoa,
doing weird. Oh, hanging out with hey, you ain't lying. Cause massage.
The weirdos in disguise.
He might be, bro. Cause the massage man was hanging out with Mia Khalifa, and we was like, oh, what's going on with that? Okay, should have been a red flag, but we let it be a yellow flag. It should have been a red flag in that motherfucker immediately. And then now you got this nigga bringing out, I don't know, the rapping prostitute. Like, I don't fuck it though, man. I can't fuck with it. That's not my cup of tea, man. You say D'Amico and CJ and Belichick. I don't want to make that comparison, right? And I've heard a couple people say that. You say with swag. I've heard that comparison a couple of times, but I just want them to be CJ and D'Amico. Like, I want them to be CJ and D'Amico. That's it. Like, set your own legacy, set your own. I don't want no ties to Patriot connections. I don't want no comparisons. I don't want no. Barely, I don't want the colors, but it is what it is. But like, I get it. I do understand that. But I think this is gonna be something different, right? Like, I think this is gonna be a different game, and they're gonna have their own legacy. I feel like if the Texans can put the right pieces around CJ, and so far they've done that by listening to him, because who was it? I think CBS or somebody did a re-mock draft, and they got Tank Dell at 10 now. Like, y'all don't understand, CJ obviously has to have an eye for talent as well, right? Because he made that suggestion. They went out, who do you want to get? And think about it, Tank missed a couple of games, right? Like, Tank missed a couple of games. So imagine if he'd have been there for those games, what Tank would really be looking like right now. You know what I'm saying? So let's not dismiss that, right? So the Texans did get a super steal in Tank, and they got that steal by listening to their young quarterback, by putting faith in the
big shout out to Nick Caserio. Shout out to Nick Caserio.
Yeah. And I was hating on Nick, man. I told you I'd let Nick make it early on, even though he was a Patriot product. I said I want to give him a full year. I know people was trying to kind of get on him. Oh, yeah, ain't making moves, ain't doing. If you talking about the overall impact of Nick Caserio, he's been a major plus, right? Like, I know people can feel whatever they do. The nigga don't eat barbecue. He wear them little weird ass vests and shit. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But I've been like I said, hey, look, what was it? Shout out to Ray Nicky Scissors. You know what I'm saying? Like, I fuck with Nick. Like,
the thing that my bad, but one thing I'll just say real quick. The thing that I will give Nick credit for, and I've said this in the Discord a few times already. If you go back to the beginning of the year, the national pundits was quick to say, "Oh, Bryce Young is in a much better situation and whatnot, and all this good jazz because of X, Y, Z, these moves and that move." And Nick Caserio just was like, "Okay, I'm gonna go and get Noah Brown, who got cut by Dallas. I'm gonna go and get Dalton Schultz. I'm gonna go trade for Shaq Mason." These same moves that Nick Caserio made, the Panthers and practically every other GM in the league could have made those same moves. Well, you know what? I'm not even going to exclude all of them. But at the end of the day, Nick Caserio had a plan in place. And sometimes, when, like I said, as far as the trade deadline going forward, sometimes the best moves are the moves you don't make. Now, going into that, you mind if I ask you another question? How you feel about Shaq Leonard?
That's an interesting one. I know a lot of people are on that trade. I'm neither here nor there. You know what I'm saying? Because what I'm not.
He's cleared waivers, by the way.
He's cleared waivers. Okay. I've seen a lot of people talking about that in the Discord. And again, like I said, I can't contribute here nor there because I'm not especially familiar. But I see a lot of people looking at it as a very interesting move. Like a lot of people very interested in making that move. So I mean, I don't have a personal opinion on here and there because, like I said, I'm not as informed on Shaq like that to dictate that. But what are your thoughts about it?
I mean, given that he's came off of 2 back surgeries. I mean, he's played well in the last few games. I mean, everybody's trying to write him off as he's potentially washed because Indy cut him.
Left,
I don't
do
think
it,
that's
right,
the case.
do
I
it,
think
left,
that they
do it,
realized
right,
that they
do it.
without AR, they've had to hit the reset button yet again. So they probably couldn't. Well, it was after the trade deadline, so they couldn't trade him. I mean, shit, they going in full tank mode. It looked like. And if I'm Shaq Leonard, I mean, out of all the teams that you can really go to, I mean, there are a few teams, you know, like the Chiefs or whatnot, or you know, the Broncos. I'm not Broncos, but you know, just you know the upper teams or whatnot, and you know, we know for a fact he's not going to no losing team or whatnot. So Houston is well in play. Like I said, after him being able to clear waivers and whatnot, why not come here?
Yeah, and I mean, you know how I feel about players, and especially if you're playing against your former team, and you know things like that. It might be
and we got to play them again.
Exactly. So I mean, that's an asset to have. You know, coaches will do that shit. They'll pick a dude up off the street that was with a former team for a little bit to see how much of the playbook he knows, or how much, you know, of the tendencies of the coach that he knows, and try to use that to their advantage. So I mean, I'm not opposed to it. You know what I mean? I can see the strategic benefits of it. I mean, like I said, trying to sweat all this shit out. But so I mean, I'm not necessarily opposed to it. You know what I mean? I can definitely see the strategic benefits to it, and I'm not, you know, against it. I'm trying to bring this in. I'm trying to do all these clickety clacks. Y'all pardon me. Shout out to GJ, Little Avery, Anthony B. You say Caserio was at UH Pro Day working with Tank. Caserio, I think, is like I said, I don't know. It makes you go back and think, right? Because we always talked about the Belichick picks and see, like, how much influence did Caserio really have, right, on those Belichick picks? You know, you start to wonder. You start to really look at some things. Did he really have significant influence? Because you seeing the moves he's making here. Like I said, I'm gonna be fair. Like I know people's mad because he was a Patriots product, but I'm like, hey, you know, it is what it is. You got to give a man a chance, and he's paid dividends, right? And it's not like I don't think he's done anything too outrageous that I would say, man, that nigga fucked up right there. You know, it's been moves that he's missed that people have wanted, but you can't fault the person, right? Because he's probably got his own reasons as to why we're not gonna go that route or whatever. So I'm sure that he has a principle, he has a plan. But yeah, Nick, we trust, man. Like I'm not. There's nothing that I can say that as bad as I might have wanted to initially, there's nothing I can say that, you know, Nick has done that just make me like, I can't fuck with Nick. Like, so it is what it is. There's that. Yeah, pardon me. So, like I said, but going into this game, right? Because, you know, we do got the game coming up this weekend, you know. Are there concerns? Is there anything about the Jags that genuinely concerns you this weekend?
If they try to isolate Petrie and force him to make a tackle, that's about the only thing that really scares me at this point. I mean, it's well evident, you know. I mean, and I should have said this earlier, you know, when you pointed out, you know, what are some of the things that might be hindering to the defense. Yeah, I would say Petrie's tackling. I mean, he's a solid player. Like I'm not going, you know, poo-poo what he's done, but in order for him to take that next step and be the true superstar player that he is and that we all believe that he can be, he has to make those tackles when he's there to make them. I mean, in that Bengals game, if he makes that tackle on Joe Mixon, game's over.
Yeah.
You know, it's a few games, you know, where he's been in position, you know, to intercept the ball, and you know, he's making a diving attempt most of the time, you know, and it turns out to be an incompletion, but you like the fact that he's always in position. So there are good signs on film that he can be in position to make plays for you, game-changing plays, but from a tackling standpoint, that's one of the major things that he have to clean up.
You know, and I think that, you know, it happens. I think that
yeah, he's young.
He's a good, solid player. I mean, the foundation is there, you know. And I mean, he maybe deal with something that we just we might not know about. They maybe don't want to disclose. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. That first draft, and here's my thing with the first draft with Nick, and why I say I wasn't really tripping on the first draft with Nick, is because it was kind of short notice. I won't say short notice, but it was like I don't feel like he had
the third round pick.
Yeah. And so I don't feel like he wasn't in a situation where, you know, he had a full draft. He wasn't in a situation where, you know, I felt like he was in a comfortable situation. And so I gave him the leeway. I'm like, you know, well, we're gonna see, give him a full draft, you know, and we'll see what's really shaking. And you know, I'm not upset, right? I'm not mad about it, right? I think he's on the. I'll give him a B plus, you know. So I'm not mad at him. Then, you know, the CJ Stroud pick, whether that be it's something I wanted to talk about, right? It's something I wanted to talk about. We didn't talk about it the other day. And it's going back to Carolina, right? Because I think the owner GM or somebody came out and said that there was a 3-way deal with Carolina, Chicago, and Houston, right? And then Houston hit him with the stall action and then you know, backed out the deal or whatever, right? And he said that shit in a way like
we owed him something.
Like it's our fault that they picked Bryce Young. You know what I'm saying? Like we did. Like that's how I know they're not confident, right? And they're mad about that decision, because why would you even bring that up? Like, why would you even mention it?
What it really is they feel played on a private and public level.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about what it is. They feel played on a private and public level.
Yeah.
That whole if he's coming that far out, if he's going that far to say it, there may be some truth to there may have been a 3-way trade, but Nick Caserio, being the goon that he fucking is,
nigga gangster, boy.
Like, all right, you know, let's talk about it. Let's see what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, you trying to facilitate this to go get this? I like your style of thinking, but I'm good. In reality, Nick was just like, oh, so you really just want Bryce Young? All right, I'm good. I'm literally at number 2. Take Bryce Young. I will take CJ Stroud, and I will be happy.
We are very happy. Very happy at this, the Stroud boy.
Very happy.
But yeah, so like I said, that's, you know, that there's some buyer's remorse But again, like, because the thing is, Carolina's in you in full control of your destiny in that situation, right? So what are you bitching about? Like, what are you upset about? What are you mad about? The only thing that I can see is that you just upset because you didn't walk away with CJ Stroud. You made a bad decision, and you're trying to make it look like it's Houston's fault that you made that bad decision. You know what I mean? Like, that don't make.
If you look at that situation in totality, I mean, Tepper made bad decisions all the way around. I mean, from the hiring of Frank Reich and his staff. I mean, dare I say, hold on, give me 1 second.
Do you think? But you know, and that's the thing. Like, so it tells you that the whole league is watching. But see, as Houston Texans fans, man, we gotta do something against fans. So I've talked about the fan base a lot. We can't be like, we can enjoy the hype. We can enjoy it because like Jags, the Texans are the most hyped up team in the league right now. Like, everybody's watching us. Everybody's looking at the Texans, right? And let's be honest, as Texans fans, we ain't never had shit. We got a couple little games in the playoffs that were memorable, right? But we haven't done anything. And we gotta, I don't know, because y'all ain't gonna listen. But it's just like, we gotta have the Astros fans mentality. We gotta, like, as Texans fans, we have been the laughing stock, like the joke of the league. I'm knock on wood, but if things play out the way that they play out with CJ, right? You've gone from the perpetual fucking joke of the league. Oh, the Texans traded Deshaun Watson, worst trade ever. They got rid of DeAndre Hopkins. Oh my God. Brock Osweiler. They played like, you go from the perpetual laughingstock of the NFL, right, to possibly becoming the face, if not a franchise of the NFL. Because it's always. It's always those that's going to be there. So winners going to win. Like, winners win, losers lose, right? And so that's just what it is. Like, teams settle to their depth. That's why the Steelers are always in the mix. Maybe not now, but they will be. Give them a season or two, the Steelers will be back in the conversation, right? Like, because that's just how it always is. It's just certain teams that's always going to be in the mix playing for something, right? And so I feel it. The energy is different. The hype is different. The love is different. Like, we never got that. No matter, like, remember when Hop would make those amazing plays? Like the greatest shit. Excuse me. I hate to fucking speak straight. Thank you. Make the most of it. And then Odell do like a similar catch that wasn't as good, wasn't as difficult. And he gets like all these fucking highlights. Like, Hop did amazing shit here that the league will, like, most NFL fans will never see. Andre Johnson did amazing shit here that most NFL fans will never see. Arian Foster had some of the most incredible runs that you've ever seen. Some of the most beautiful runs that you've ever fucking seen in your life, right? In your life. And most NFL fans will never fucking see them because Houston is always downplayed, pushed to the bottom of the pile, always, shit on, whatever. We didn't, nobody's paying attention, right? It's not meaningful. But now that narrative has changed, right? Now that narrative, get the fucking playoff jackets, right? That was the dumb shit. Now, like, the narrative has changed, right? Because you got a man of integrity, right? You got a man of standard. Like, because even this, I'm not even hating on Foe. It is what it is. Even when he was having his stellar runs, it still wasn't like this. It still wasn't this kind of love, right? What CJ's doing is different.
Was hyped about it, but you always said in the back of your mind, is this sustainable for multiple games? Like, and it proved to be the case that it wasn't.
And that's the thing, man. So it's just like, it's a wild world, man. It's a wild freaking world that we live in. And it's just, it feels good to go from being on the bottom, you know what I mean? Being like the joke and just wondering, like, what the fuck is going to happen? Pardon me. And the alarm going off. Don't ask me what the fuck I be listening to. What's the specific ringtone, Honcho? What the fuck was that, man? What the fuck was that, Honcho? What the fuck are you listening to? Y'all shut your ass up. But you go from being on the bottom, bro. You go from being the joke and to potentially being, like I say, if you look at the future, if everything, we're just being relatively optimistic, right? As things should go. You're talking about you're in the conversation, dog, and that's an amazing feeling. And the thing is, everybody else can feel it. The Jags fans can feel it because they thought they were in the conversation with Trevor Lawrence. I don't know why, because he's never played ever like this. Like just not even on Madden, not even in his head. Like this nigga can't go through. This nigga can't go through his pregame script and then play like that in his mind. He throwing incompletes in his brain. Anyway, you know, it's just like it's crazy. But as fans, like we need to keep that bad guy. We're like, no. Keep thinking we were a joke, right? Keep that same energy. Treat us like you've always treated. It's good to get attention. You know, it's good to be the ugly bitch, and then, you know, motherfuckers still, what happened? Because you know what happens? What happens? In every movie you see, when the ugly bitch, you see something happen, and she take the glasses off, put a little makeup on, now this bitch bad. Like, movies be so fucking fake. But now she bad, right? We took the glasses off, we didn't put a little makeup on, you know what I'm saying? And now everybody want to holler at us. Now everybody trying to fuck with us, right? But what happens? Something always come out later on, and the motherfuckers who try to fuck with you turn on you, right? Because they wasn't fucking with you from the start. You know what I mean? They wasn't fucking with you from the start. So don't embrace all this fake love. Don't embrace all the motherfuckers who said what they said and they're like, oh, you know, I gotta. That ain't love. That's just pride because they know that they look fucking stupid and they have to own that shit because they're gonna have to show their face. Well, didn't you fucking say they just trying to stop themselves from the embarrassment of going on the public platform and say, well, hey, stupid ass, didn't you say CJ Stroud was gonna be a bust because he had that stupid ass score and that stupid ass fucking test? Well, I did say that, but and, you know, you don't want to defend it. So it's easier to I apologize in a safe space, you know what I'm saying, than have to address that. So that's not love. That's just them motherfuckers not wanting to have to own up to the music, right? At the sauce, you know, we made it cool to eat crow. You see the crow on the motherfucking thing, right? Happy Kwanzaa. I don't even know what that is. But like I say, we made it cool. So it's never been about no pride over it. Again, fans talking to fans. Ain't nobody trying to be no fucking journalist, right? But it's just like, we need to be the bad guy. Now, I've always been like that as a Texans fan. Like, I might be weird, right? Because when I see people wearing other jerseys.
Do it right, do it left, do it right, do it.
Appreciate the love. Watch the film. Say y'all worried about Duke Scrub. I appreciate the love. Keep grinding. No. We play well with or without her. I'm not worried. I don't think it's.
No, one thing. If Michael Dieter keeps being all heavy, sweaty and shit, and CJ keep fumbling balls and whatnot, pause. Damn, that sounded so bad. Yeah, if Peter is constantly sweaty, bro, like, and he CJ is out there fumbling,
yeah,
we might have to take a look at Juice.
We need to get that nigga. Get Dieter. What's that shit called? It's that Lumi. He needs some Lumi. You know what I'm saying? That's that all body deodorant shit. That shit help you stop sweating and shit. That shit hot in the motherfucker. Get that nigga some Lumi. It'll be all good, man. He ain't gonna, you know, you'll be able to stay dry. Hey, look, Lumi don't endorse the sauce, so don't go buy that shit because I said that shit. That was whatever. But anyway, but yeah, you gotta stay the bad guy, bro. Like, you gotta stay the fucking bad guys because, you know, like when I see people wearing jerseys of other teams, like in the city, you question motherfuckers. I'm like, why are you wearing that, dog? Why are you wearing a Lakers jersey? Why are you wearing a LeBron jersey? Like, you give me a stupid ass, that's some weird shit, dog. Like, I'm gonna say something like, it bothers me. Like, because Houston is real bandwagoning. Like, it's real weird. Like, we real divide. Like, if a weird ass place like Jacksonville can be united in their trash, right? They can be united. They can be united in their garbage and be like, yo, we support this garbage and we're gonna rock with this garbage. Like, I get it. Houston has too many options and too much shit going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. I get it, right? I understand that. I understand it. But like, what team in the city do we ride for? I know a lot of people start jumping on the Astros. You know, I get that because of the baseball thing. But like, when it comes to basketball, you got so many people in the city who are not Rockets fans. It's weird to me. You got so many people who are in the city who are not Texans fans, but they might be Rockets fans. Like, all these weird comments. We was talking about this the other day. People have like these weird patchwork. Like, it's very few people I fuck with Houston, right? Like, that's it. That's it. It's not many people like that. So I'm just like that. Like, if I see somebody wearing something, I'm say something. But anyway, we have to remain the bad guys. Like, we need to embrace being the bad guys. Like, you see CJ He said it himself. Yeah, these motherfuckers will love you this week, but then they're gonna hate you next week. We've been on that too. Like, we can't be foolish and be like, hey, everybody's loving the Texans. Like, fuck the national media. Fuck the bandwagon. Fuck the like. Texas fan base is gonna grow, but it's not gonna be a real fan base now. You're gonna have a whole bunch of people attach themselves who did not go through the suffering, right? Like, you got a bunch of people who are going to attach themselves that did not go through the suffering of being a Texan because C.J. Stroud is here. So now you got people who be, oh, well, yeah, I'm a C.J. Stroud fan, I'm a Texan. No, the fuck you're not. No, you didn't go through the shop. You didn't go through the office. You didn't go through the cars, right? You didn't go through what we went through, the ups, the downs, the disappointments, the close calls, and to get to the point where this is so much more rewarding going through all of that, right? And again, not to overhype shit, because I try to keep shit coming, because part of me is like, it's the fucking Texans, but I feel like it's not the fucking Texans, right? And this is the new Texans. This ain't your daddy Texans, right? This, it's a new little generation of Texans, right? And so I have, like I said, I'm hesitant about feeling that way, but it's like, going through all of that to get to this point. Some teams never get that. Some teams have been around for ages and never have had a quarterback, even as a rookie, of this caliber, right? We've been blessed everywhere else. Linebackers, defensive back, cornerbacks. We've been blessed. Amazing runner. We've had a whole fucking line that was a Pro Bowl offensive line. Like, we've been truly blessed in every department but quarterback. We were deceived by number 4, right? It was flashy, it was lovely, it was cool. But to get to this point after all the suffering as a real Texas fan, like, again, you have a bunch of motherfuckers who come jump on the bandwagon talking about they Texas fans, but it's not. They're not, right? They're fucking not. So don't embrace these motherfuckers. Like, if you've been down and you've been suffering, I see you, yeah, Chuck, I tell you, dudes go Texans. But bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, if they ain't been through the blood, sweat, and tears, dog, the suffering,
the stars are real over here, dog.
You feel me? You've been through the plantar fasciitis, or whatever you call that shit. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't been through the Letterman jackets, you know what I'm saying? Bro, like, the Raisin Copters.
that have played the Texans' history past, for the plays that will forever live in our psyche, rent-free, those painful memories of what Honcho was talking about. Like, if the bandwagon shit, like, it's cool that you want to support the team, but man, move around with that dumb shit. Like, move around with it. Yeah.
Shout out to Black Virginia. Appreciate love. Say facts. Texas logo been tatted on my hands since 2002 already. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just different, man. And I'm not knocking anybody who's not from the city and you've been a fan, you've been down, right? I'm not knocking you. You've been down, you down, right? I'm not knocking that. But it's a lot of, like I said, a lot of people like the flash. A lot of people jumped on because of Deshaun. It's a lot of people who jumped
do
on.
It right, do it left, do it right, do it.
I appreciate the super chat love. A lot of people started doing it because it was cool to do. A lot of people said, it's cool now. But again, the suffering, the up, like, you don't understand the pain that we felt when the DeAndre trade happened. Like, it was a joke. These motherfuckers clowning. How did DeAndre getting traded? They say this every year. DeAndre Hopkins has been traded to the fucking Arizona Cardinals. Like, if you're a real Texans fan, how did you feel in that moment? Like, go back to that shit, right? Like, how did you feel in that fucking moment? You know what I'm saying? Deshaun don't want to be here no more. Deshaun say he ain't coming back. How did you feel in that moment? Deshaun on the fucking little Pro Bowl thing with I'll call you and tell you later. How did you feel in that moment? We had to go through all of that. We had to go through all of that to get here. Okay? Like, we had to suffer through all that to get, and so, hey, don't let these new people get in and start just telling you know anything. Anyway, but let's not be crazy like Jags fans, right? Because Jags fans, they smoke rock cocaine because they believe that the Jags are.
It's sad that our division rivals really love drugs.
Yeah, I heard that there's an epidemic out there in Jacksonville.
The Tennessee Titans, they up there in Meth Mountain. They love their meth. Now you got the Jags, they smoking some kind of new crack. I mean,
it's the new shit. But that Flocka, they only heard that Flocka, whatever they be on, that crocodile, whatever that shit. You know, Florida, they weird out there. But again, it's something in the water because the Jags fans are really believing that they have a better squad. Like, I don't understand how you let somebody come to your house, defeat you, right? Spank you, spank you, right? Get healthier, right? And this thing about, we didn't even have Noah Brown last week, right? We didn't have Noah Brown last week. And get healthier, get better.
With the unlocked run game.
Right. And then, exactly. And you feel like you have a chance. Like, this is cope at this point, right? It's coping because there's no, like, you can't be a logical football fan. And we're not even talking about favoritism or bias or anything like that. You can't look at the statistics. You can't look at the facts surrounding this game, you know, and really genuinely say the Jags have a better chance of winning, right? Like, it's delusion. And again, you have to say these things now because this is your only chance to get to say it. Because after this, we beat you 2 times. We came and took the division, and it's not like I don't see how people think that they're so far above ahead because even think of the losses that we had. They were very close losses, right?
Exactly.
And so it's like it's not out of the concept. Like, the Texans should have probably 2 less losses than they have. It is what it is. But we got them. They're on the record. Whatever. That's why I say, like, people don't realize because they look at the numbers and the bullshit too much. The Texans are a better team and have been a better team than the record says. You are what your record says you are. But the Texans have been a better team throughout the year. The Panthers shit was a fluke, right? You play the Panthers 10 more times, the Texans win 10 straight. Right, like the Panthers shit was a fluke. I don't know what was going on. I don't know, but it was a fucking fluke, right? And the Atlanta shit, come on, man. Like, come on, man. Like, it was just like, I don't know, man. It shouldn't have happened, right? Desmond Ridder have a fucking breakout game against you. Like, it was just again a fluke. The Texans should already have been leading the division, right? We already spanked the fucking quote-unquote division leaders easily. Like, it wasn't a challenge. And they should be in a different conversation. So people said, oh, well, the record says CJ shouldn't be having that conversation. That record isn't because of CJ. CJ has 2 more wins on that record, right? That's not because of CJ. That's not because CJ didn't get the opportunity. Because when CJ got the opportunity, he showed you exactly what the fuck CJ can do. And he makes it look easy, right? So all these people who are like doubting and hating, that's genuine hate, because again, if you look at it like the dude is putting up the numbers, he's doing it consistently, and it feels good, right? It's like, hey, this ain't a fluke. This ain't 1 or 2 games. This ain't, oh, this motherfucker had a 500-yard game and I ain't throwing for fucking 135 for the next 3 games in a row, It's okay to be excited. It's okay to be hyped, right? Like I said, don't let them snakes in the grass fool you because they're going to turn on you just as quick as they're going to show you that love. Is that Slovak lost that? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's again, bro. It's like I don't know. I don't know. I'm happy, but I'm like kind of annoyed about it at the same time. There was something else I was supposed to speak of. I done damn lost my train of thought about. But like I say, the Texans are a much better team than we're given credit for.
I took out just like a rocket. I'm gone. Elijah Warren, Hakeem.
Hey, shout out to the lovely Miss Sarah Lou. How are you? So like I said, it's a situation where the timing. The timing. That's funny. Yeah, y'all was asking about the Elijah One Hakeem, the Elijah One Hakeem. That's the channel member. So I tell you, I ain't leave Elijah One in the dust, man. Like, come on. But it's just a situation where the Texans are a serious contender, right? And I'm not saying we're a Super Bowl contender, and I'm not saying that we are just a dominant. We're not there yet, but we are a contender. Like, let's be legitimate. Like, ain't nobody spanking the Texans. right? The Texans are not going to get spanked anytime soon, right? And I say this, knock on wood, whatever. And I mean this in the sense that as long as CJ is healthy, because he is a legitimate quarterback who gets everybody's a threat. You don't know who's going off on what game, right? You don't know who's going to be the man in this game. You got to be careful. You got to respect Tank, right? But you got to respect Nico now, right? And that's what I'm saying. You got to respect Nico now, right? When did you ever have to respect Nico as a threat prior to CJ Stroud? You know what I mean? Like, and that's the thing. It's only going to get better. It's only going to get better, right? That's the beautiful thing about it. It's only going to get better. And so it's getting better before our very eyes as we're watching it, week by week. But you have to. You have to respect Noah Brown. You have to respect Schultz almost. Like you know what I'm saying? Like let's be serious. Like you have to know where Schultz is on the field now, right? Like he's a legitimate threat. Like you have to know where Schultz. So CJ makes everybody dangerous. So
my bad. Brandon was calm.
Oh, you're good. CJ makes everybody dangerous. Like, and so you see him makes you get a little love out there, right? You know what I'm saying? It's like that's why I mean, and it's not to be bragged up, but I don't feel like anybody is. I mean, you're just gonna have to have a stellar secondary. We've seen him do it against top 10 defense, top 10 secondaries, right? Like
back-to-back weeks.
Back-to-back weeks. And it looked effortless. You know what I mean? So again, like that's the beauty of him is because he's not anxious. The way he progresses through his reads is ridiculous. Like, and the accuracy, the touch that he puts on the ball. Now I'm gonna start talking about that nigga. Look, I can't talk about the light skins for
night, God.
You know what I'm saying? Like I can't. I said I can't talk about the light skins for like till the end of Sunday, but I got to talk about that little routine a little bit, babe. Look, I see him throwing a little DAC in there and doing the other thing and throwing a little towel and look, babe. I feel you get creative, babe, but just slow down, see, just slow down, just slow down, do it in the locker room. Shout out to Sarah Lou, thank you for the super sauce and super chat love. Yeah. It's Thanksgiving. Let's get some Thanksgiving love, and I need to buy a turkey. Niggas on more color people. I ain't even bought my turkey yet. I got to get started cooking. Don't take me serious. But so like I said, it's a beautiful thing. But again, it's part of it is like we know what the potential is, but at the same time we got to let shit play out. And so that's why I say you have to respect it. So I don't see us getting blown out anytime soon. We're always going to be in the game. Because everybody is a legitimate. I mean, as long as you got a healthy motherfucker on two legs that can catch, CJ makes them look like a fucking legitimate threat. And again, not to make those references again, but there are certain quarterbacks, the same quarterback who's talking about the NFL is mediocre now, who would do that with him, had receivers he made them look like household names. And then they go somewhere else. He's like, whatever happened to that guy? You remember so-and-so? He was playing for the Patriots a couple years ago. That guy, whatever happened to him? I said, you don't even remember him after that, right? So I feel like, I don't know. I'm not going to make those comparisons, but the potential is there, right? If the course stays the way, let's just say this is par for the course, and the course stays the way it is now, we can say these things. We can have these expectations, right? So, and again, like you said, now the run game is also developed. So you have to respect it either way it goes. Like, the Texans are a legitimate threat in the run.
And also to that point, with Dameon Pierce, being hurt and, having to watch it from the sidelines, with him coming back healthy. Now, I'm not saying that he should start. Don't misconstrue that in any way, shape, or form. Devin Singletary definitely needs to continue toting the rock with the bulk of the carry.
Left, do it right.
When they do call him,
do it right. Do it.
I can see him taking more advantage of the holes, the cutback lanes when they're there. I can definitely see that happening.
So you think
And then you have a good solid 1-2 punch at the running back position to go along with CJ and all his receiving weapons.
Yeah. So you're saying that he just needed to see it. Sometimes seeing it from the sidelines, getting the run reps in your mind. Sometimes, hey, this is okay. This is where I was fucked up. I would have made that decision, but I see he made this decision and it worked better for me. Okay. Yeah, I definitely can see that. Man, look, I ain't gonna say it's gonna be that, but you know what I would love? I would love to see I'm going into the old days. I'm going into your daddy Texans days. I would love to see just a little 1-2 punch of that old. No. I'm gonna say that old. Remember them old Foster Tate days? Oh yeah. If I could just get a little of that action, it ain't gotta be too much. If I get a little bit of that action, I'm not gonna say. He gave him the namaste. I ain't saying he fostered. Look, I ain't going over the top. But I can see that if we get both of them boys on point, I can see a little bit of that action, man.
Right.
Man, look, I'm look, hey, just like you said, D-Pop had a choice, right? And he chose the Titans. Like, this ain't a situation where, like, it was an Andre situation where B.O.B. just a fucking dickhead, bitch ass. And I don't see how people ain't see, like, he's struggling with the Patriots. Like, I don't see how people don't see that this dude is a loser. Yeah, fuck you too, motherfucker.
Ironically, they thought he was going to add something, and all he did was add to the losing ways.
Man, I know this ain't who I know I'm not looking in the chat.
Clarence.
I know I'm not looking in the chat, and I see Clarence with the real nice parents. What's the motherfucking deal, Clarence? How you doing, man? Shout out to Clarence, man. It's good to see you, bro. Shout out to Clarence, man. That's what's up, man. I tell you, it's always good to see y'all, man. Shout out to Clarence, man. Get the hot dog plug. It's good to see you, man. Clarence, come on, man. Be realistic with me, dog. You're a Jags fan, man. Be realistic with me, big dog. Do you seriously feel like y'all have a chance, dog? Come on. Do you really feel, and I mean, let's fandom aside, like Jags fandom aside, put your football hat on and talk to me. Talk to me, big dog. Are you really feeling like this is the way? You know what I'm saying? Are y'all feeling like but like I said, it's good to see you. Man, I'm telling y'all, look, that old Sauce feeling, man. And y'all know the Sauce, we love everybody. It ain't just, we gonna talk shit to you, but everybody welcome to. So you ain't gotta be no Texas fan. We just talk shit in this motherfucker. But you know what I'm saying? It's man, let's talk about that real quick. I know Swisher may feel a particular way about it. We gotta talk about the unis though, man. Come on, we just gotta talk about the unis. How you feeling about the drip? The drip for the Jags game, man. What are your thoughts, Mr. Swisher?
With CJ's best performance, we seen him in the Blues. That's all I'm gonna say. 5 touchdowns, rookie record.
Interesting. The boy said they rolling candy red on Sunday, man. Tell you, y'all better bang that wasp nest. Anyway, look, it's going down though, man. It's like I said, it's a good feeling. Like it's a beautiful feeling to be a H-Town fan right now, right? You got the Rockets looking like they gonna do something. Man, shout out to Al.
Shout out to Sangoon, man.
I'm talking, like I said, man, when they got Jalen Green, they got Sangoon. We go back. You can go find one of the few Rocket streams or conversations that ever. I want to say we actually had it was probably on the thing. I've been saying that I thought Alp was a bigger pickup than Jalen Green. When they got him, I said that. Like I felt like he had a higher upside. He had the fucking potential. Like it was like 18, 19 mixing motherfucker grown men up, dog. Like it wasn't going. Look, all he had to do was just adjust to the style of the game.
Shangoon nice down in the block.
Like yeah. Oh man.
I will say this: ever since Jalen Green cut his hair and stopped doing the fingernail shit, he been putting boys on posters.
Yeah. See, the hair was weighing him down, man. Yeah, I see them acting Yeah, you gotta just, I don't know, bro. Jalen Green can ball. I'll say that. Jalen Green can ball. Like I tell you, just like motherfuckers what you like him for. He's a hooper. Just off the field antics. That might be a damn conversation, not a sauce conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, how people been there doing again? Like, then you got the greatest to be there to guide you. Like, come on, man. And again, he's still not getting respect. I saw somebody had him ranked as the 94th best player, 97th best player in the fucking NBA. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, when you put Houston on your chest or on your back or your logo that's affiliated, like, you automatically get hate. But the crazy thing about it is how much like we get hate in the National League, but everybody and their mama trying to move here now. You know, everybody and their mama trying to bring their ass. I didn't know Houston was like this. It's so amazing. How did I? Shut the fuck up, bitch. We try to tell you I was live down here.
That's just because everybody sleep. Everybody sleep on the city of Houston, man. And it's okay, but it's now to the point where it's annoying because it's like, damn. All right, y'all was sleep at first, and now everybody trying to migrate here. You see 50 here, like. Shout out to 50.
Yeah,
you know,
50 before
cool,
went to Texas.
But yeah, 50 cool, but like everybody else is like, damn.
Yeah.
But I get it, you know, it's everything big in Texas and we more spaced out, but come on.
Left, do it, right.
Go home.
Do it, left, do it, right, do it.
See, I had to risk the sneeze to get my dance on, man. Shout out to the lovely Miss Sarah Lou. Appreciate the love. What? Yeah, exactly. Get the numbers up, right? We got sauce to drip. Shout out to the lovely Miss Sarah.
Yes, hit that like button.
Heidi's here. Heidi's a terrible person.
Time to end the stream.
Yeah,
hold on. By the way, time out. I got a bone to pick with Heidi. As all y'all can see, I'm in clear health. I done got up and walked off camera numerous times. Cut the bullshit.
Oh shit, that's funny. Fuck. I've been in the damn live chat instead of top chat. Tripping. Clarence, bro. Clarence, you still drinking the hot dog water, man. What's going on, bro? Come on, man. You really feel like how have the Jags improved, Clarence? Like, how have the Jags gotten better since the last meeting? In what way have the Jags gotten better that the Texans have not as well? That you feel like the Jags are just like, and you think the Texans sleeping on the Jags? Like, this is the game to put us back in our claim. Like, this is to put us back where we belong. Like, to put us back at the top of the tower where we've always should have been.
Believe me, Clarence, we not sleeping. We coming to play.
Yeah.
You can best believe that. We are not overlooking y'all. We're not looking past y'all. No, we are looking to come and play y'all, send y'all home with an L. And that's about it. Like, all this other good jazz about us sleeping on y'all? No, we're not overlooking y'all. Not one bit.
Yeah. You feel me? Yeah, we come with the battle red. You know, we want the AFC crown. The AFC South crown. I think we want the AFC crown too. We come for that next. But you know, like, y'all was just keeping it warm for us. You know, it was cute. It was like the little brother asking his big brother if he could borrow like his jacket so he could go to the club. You know what I'm saying? You know, hey, Jack, let me borrow that jacket. You don't know like that jacket. Let me go borrow your jacket, go to the club. All right, cool. Hey, say, my nigga, you got that jacket? I'll let you borrow another week. I need that back. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to go ahead and get that back this week. You feel me? And we're going to go ahead and get that jacket back. And like I said, we're going to sit it. We're going to keep it right. It fit us how it's supposed to fit. It's a little loose on y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, it ain't really for y'all. You know what I'm saying? It don't quite fit. So we got that. So they trying to get the battle red CJ my side. Man, I'll be telling you, I'm not a Jersey guy, right? And there's a reason. But, and I'm not saying I never have, but then it's just there's a reason. But I'm tempted. I'm not going to do it, but I've almost been tempted like that maybe just to put up on the wall or something, right? But yeah, you might have to get a Stroud, right? You might have to get a Stroud. Yeah, we're gonna have to rock it. I know everybody been asking post. I've been fucking tired. But we'll rock with the post game. We'll get something going. Like I said, I've been saying I need to get the line in. I've been testing the line out. We can do all kind of shenanigans with this, so we'll get it. Yeah, so So let's see. This is what y'all told me to say. Well, Jazz come to play too. They overlooked the Texans that first game. Man, what you man? Look.
Overlook, man.
What y'all got?
First off, the disrespecting that comment that you just made. The disrespect. Like, the NFL stands for any given Sunday. Like, I mean, it really stands for not for long, but any given Sunday on like y'all should have came to play. The fact that you as a Jags fan just openly admitted that y'all overlooked us is a bad sign.
Yeah, I mean, that's it always. Like I say, that's a sign of not being prepared. That's bad coaching right there. A good coach wouldn't let his team overlook another team. So there's that. How about that? Terrible. Heidi's a terrible person. Appreciate the super sauce, super chat, love. Ask my I'm Salvas, man. What's the motherfucking deal? Man, I'm seeing a couple of familiar names, man. It's good to see y'all, man. Like I said, we're gonna be getting it back slowly but surely. And I know we rocking in the morning. And for those of you who may have missed it, make sure you hit that like button, number one. Now we 633, only got 56. Like, what is going on? Y'all anti-like button. I see what's going down. So like I said, it's I was gonna say something. I'm saying something. I'm gonna say it. I forgot what the fuck I was talking about. This Heidi's a fucking. Let me just ignore Heidi. But yeah, we're gonna be back at the regular times. Like I say, my schedule split back, so I'll be back on mornings and shit, so I can get done. So we're gonna be back rocking in the sauce starting Monday. We'll be back at
left, do it right, do it left, do it right, do it.
We'll be back at 7. So I had to wait. I knew it was gonna come out. I was just waiting for it to pop up. The way it's gonna pop up in the middle of me talking and doing all that. So here's the deal. We have been rambling quite a bit. I've been on one today. So I told y'all about noonish. Make sure you watch and you follow or paying attention to one of the social media pages. I'm gonna put a link up to the page. Like I said, I'm gonna do a couple of trials. So if you want to see what the Discord will be all about, it would be a good time to take advantage of that. We're gonna be in there. So I think a couple of folks going to the Jags game. So I don't know who all going to the Jags game, but so I know some of the roundtable going to the Jags game, and then we'll be in the dilly dally. So yeah. But with that being said, let me get something to eat. I need to eat some breakfast. I'm hungry. Mr. Swisher, anything you want to say before we get up out? You know what? We might do a later on sauce too, because it's a Thanksgiving day. Why not? Why the fuck not? But anything you want to say before we get up out of here, Mr. Swisher?
Man, shout out to everybody. Shit, go Texans. Shout out to the snipe god himself, CJ. And like I said at the beginning of the stream, fuck the Jags as an organization, a staff, and a motherfucking crew. Fuck them.
Not with it. Mark, what the fuck is Lush Den? I'm talking about being drunk. trying to bring back the Kush Den. What do you mean? Yeah. Did you say don't jump in the shot? What are you talking about? Yeah, that sounds like some German engineering stuff going on. But shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to Sauce Nation. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Y'all got a Super Bowl winning coach. Did he win a Super Bowl with the Jags though? Like y'all, I understand though, Clarence. I mean, I'd hate us too if I were y'all. Y'all are terrible, right? I mean, y'all are just god awful. And I would be upset about it too, right?
Wait, hold on. Time out. I get it, bro, that Doug Peterson won a Super Bowl, but how many years ago was that?
You know what though?
What has he done lately?
I bet I bet Jags fans would act the same way Eagles fans did when they got their first Super Bowl. Be out in the streets eating horse shit.
Eating shit, you shitty bastards.
Like I could definitely see Jacksonville fans doing the same thing as that. And don't they got like the little pool at the stadium? At the little Jags stadium? They still got that shit?
They're gonna be the first NFL team that had somebody die in their goddamn pool or some shit.
That's true. Nah, motherfuckers be peeing in that pool. Y'all be swimming in that pool and shit, motherfucker. You know, Jags fans dirty. They be peeing in the pool and shit. They need to put the dye in that motherfucker. Y'all probably swimming in that pissy ass pool water. Shout out to 713.
Like I said, they be on all kind of. As I said earlier, bro, our division rivals love drugs. They gonna be high on that shit, fuck around, and they gonna think they submerging, and then they ain't gonna come back up.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man. Hey, I mean, you're right. No Super Bowls, no AFC championships. It is what it is. I mean, it is what it is. You know? But what have y'all done lately?
Have fun with that fun fact.
When was the last time the Jaguars were a truly relevant team? Like, how is the team that is second place in the division getting more love than the team that's winning it, right? And has been for the last month or so. I forgot y'all was even in the division, actually. I just thought it was just us, the Titans, and the damn Colts. I forgot y'all was even in this motherfucker. Till I seen the schedule. I was like, oh shit, Jags is in the AFC South, huh? But it is what it is. We're gonna get something to eat.
Clarence, I gotta ask, since you're bringing up history and whatnot, let's talk about some recent shit. How does it feel knowing that our rookie quarterback is better than Trevor Lawrence, who's supposed to be heralded as some generational talent?
You're a generational talent like the iPhone 15 is a generational talent to the iPhone 14. Ain't nothing changed. Same ass shit as everybody. Everyone they call a goddamn generation talent, they just a bunch of clones. They all trash. Yeah, I said it. iPhone users, y'all don't like it, fight me. But it is what it is, man. I get it. Y'all got sold a bad bill of goods, and it's like that. It's almost like that, right? It's like you going out and buying a brand new phone, you know what I'm saying? No. Top of the line, spend all the money on it, and then you got this motherfucker, and then like the next motherfucker buy it's like going to buy the iPhone, right? Oh, I got the iPhone, and then Samsung dropped their shit. You thought you were told that this was going to be the best shit shaking, and then a much better phone is, and then you as an iPhone, you got to hate on that phone because it's a better quality phone. You got to sell yourself the shit you got, and that's what Jags fans have to do. They have to sell themselves that fucking phone they bought. That it looks good. It functions. It does what it says it's going to do, right? Which isn't anything more amazing than the next thing. But there's a better quality product over here with this brand. But because I have aligned myself with this brand, foolishly aligned myself with this brand, I can't accept the fact that this brand is simply better, has always been better, will always be better, and there's nothing that we can do about it, right? So all we can do is hate on that brand. All we can do is debase that brand. All we can do is lie about that brand is because, you know, the Jags, come on, bro. Y'all got the champions. Y'all got it's cool. It's cool. It's nice. You know, y'all get like a year every 7 years or something like that. Y'all get like a year and a half of relevance, maybe, right? Oh, look at the Jags. They're fine. Oh, there's the Jags. They just jagged it up, right? So, no, bro, ain't nobody worried about the motherfucking Jags, though. Like, nobody cares about the Jags. Y'all beat the Lightens, right? Y'all beat the Lightens light. Y'all beat the Titans, Diet Titans. You know what I'm saying? Like, get the fuck out of here.
And y'all, even then, y'all still let Will Levis throw bombs on y'all.
Will Levis. Will Levi's. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. But it's all good. So, like I say, I appreciate all the Superstar Super Chat love. And I appreciate you, Mr. Swisher, baby, for coming through. Like I said, we may get out later. I just got to give me something to eat. I've been up, and so I need to give me some grub and see what other shenanigans I need to get into. But I do appreciate you for joining me today, sir. Shout out to everybody in Sauce Nation. Y'all hit that like button if you ain't hit that like button. And what does it mean? We've lost the Colts when they actually had their quarterback, at least for a little bit. All right. So, so what you try to say, because you can't defend your honor of your own team, you gotta you got to go and get the big brother. Oh, y'all can't beat the Colts. Y'all can't beat the Colts. Like, doesn't matter. When did y'all play the Colts? I don't even know when y'all played the Colts. And again, we talking about head to head. We beat y'all. Like, who cares what y'all did with a third party team, right? Styles make fights. We beat y'all, right? In y'all's house. We beat y'all's at blown coverages, all that. That's why coaches, Super Bowl winning coaches, should know how to make adjustments in game when situations like that occur, correct? Right? I would think.
Most definitely.
I would think that would be a thing. I think Super Bowl winning coaches, Clarence with the real nice parents, you know what I'm saying? They should be able to make adjustments for that in game, right? And so they weren't able. So what does that say about your Super Bowl winning coach? Does that say more about your coach? He wasn't prepared. You came and brought nothing but negativity on your own team. You said they weren't prepared. They can't make in-game adjustments. That T-Law. T-Law is a stupid nickname. T-Law it's a stupid nickname. It's the dumbest fucking nickname in the damn NFL. What kind of name is T-Law? There ain't shit cool about that. His name's Trevor. It's just Trevor Lawrence. That's his name. All right. Anyway, I'm stop fucking with y'all. I'm finna give you some neat. Hey, the rest of y'all, like I said, I put the link up around noon. I'm gonna be in the Discord if y'all want to rock in the Discord. And so it is what it is. With that being said, y'all be cool like y'all be cool. No. Shout out to the lovely Miss Sarah Lou. I appreciate it. We got one more squabble to do before we get through. Look, Clarence ain't gonna show up. Look, we're gonna be looking for Clarence after the game. He's gonna be nowhere to be found. He's gonna be by the hot dog stand. He's gonna be over there by the hot dog stand, man. Shout out to Herb Gotti Don. Appreciate the superstar super chat live. Nigga finna be dancing for real. So man, been helping the wife this morning. Exactly. Now that I'm done, you say fuck the Jags, fuck they fans, and fuck that overrated Prince. That's what I'm saying, dog. The hype machine. And Marky is a cheap ass too. Shout out to the lovely Miss Sarah. Marky, old cheap ass, the Marky.
It's funny. It's funny that they keep calling him the Prince because they know who the real fucking king of this goddamn AFC South is. CJ motherfucking Stroud.
Yeah, that's a weird name too, right? Prince.
He gonna always be a Prince as long as goddamn CJ Stroud is in this division. As long as he's a Texan, which he gonna be for his whole career, goddamn it, Sunshine is gonna forever be second place, second fiddle, a fucking Prince to a goddamn king.
You know, that's very unfortunate. Appreciate the super chat love, Smart. And say hit a squabble for Clarence.
Left, do it, right, do it, left, do it, right, do it.
Hey, well, I've been doing this shit all day. Y'all got me doing these days.
Left, do it, right, do it, left, do it, right, do it.
I got stiff shoulders. Let me loosen up, y'all. Hold on. But yeah, I appreciate the love, man. They say sunshiny moonshine. I say, man, look, hey, it's all good, bro. It's all good. You know, you gotta defend your team. You know, we all make bad decisions that we have to defend in life. And so your bad decision, Clarence, was being a Jags fan. You know, so like, and that's what I'm saying. Who all we were missing? We missing quite a few pieces. And so that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all weren't prepared for an injured
left,
team.
do it, right,
and pieces
do
on the
it,
whole line.
left, do it, right, do it.
Exactly. Like, and say, okay, all right, we're gonna see. But you know, again, Clarence and his shenanigans. What's up, Wink? What's the motherfucking deal? We're gonna see, Clarence. Like I say, babe, it's good to see you, but you are absolutely motherfucking wrong, man. So with that being said, we about to slide in the Discord if y'all in the Discord and that thing. Again, I told you I'm gonna be showing some love probably around noonish on that. So make sure y'all are following the Sauce on all the proper social medias. Make sure you follow Sauce Sports HTX on Instagram and Twitter. Sauce Sports on Facebook. If you want to join the Discord, go through Patreon and YouTube. You're watching on YouTube. So I'm gonna start fucking with the once I get some other shit set up, I'm gonna start doing the streams on YouTube and the gram at the same time. I just gotta tweak a little something. But I appreciate everybody who came through. Appreciate all the super sauce, super chat love. Everybody who lit it up with the squabble. You know what I'm saying? And I hope y'all are having a happy Thanksgiving and all those good things. Chuck Produce, catch y'all in the motherfucking Discord. Swisher, definitely appreciate you joining me this morning, sir. And with that being said, Clarence, I'm gonna be looking for you. We're gonna be live. Shit, we're gonna be rocking tomorrow. So you can come back through tomorrow, talk that nonsense. And Sunday you can talk that you're gonna be wrong. Every time you're gonna be absolutely wrong every time. So it is what it is. So with that being said, babe, y'all be cool. Like y'all be cool.
Just know, Clarence, once we hand y'all this L, you're gonna have to bend that knee one way or another.
Oh no. Oh no.
I know sexual shit. I'm talking about you gonna bow down to the king, goddammit.
Kiss the ring. With that being said, we out.